Hello people, what's happening? It's your boy Dollar Graphics. Thank you so much for coming back. If you're ODI, if you're new here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell so as to notify when I drop a new video. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to design a church flyer like this. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, this is my Corel Draw. So I'm simply going to create another project. I'll simply do that by going over to this place where I have my plus and over here like this. I just go ahead and take it like this, and I have my new project set like this. So I'm going to change the page dimension to 5x6. I'm over here in my page dimension. I just type in 5x6 like this and hit enter. 5x6 inches. So I'll simply draw a rectangle like this, then customize it to 5x6 also in my page dimension over here like this. Let's type in 5x6 like this and hit enter. Hit P on my keyboard to fit into my project. So I'll head over to my property bar where I have my outline pen tool. Select none to get rid of that line. So I'm going to simply apply a gradient to this my project. I'll do that by going over to my tools bar over here where I have my interactive view, or better still, I press G on my keyboard to select the gradient tool like this and apply it like this. So I'm going to change the style to elliptical fountain fill over here in my property bar like this. So like this, so it automatically apply the previous color that I used to solve. So I'm gonna select this side of the white and apply a navy blue also. Select this side of the navy blue, then try to darken it a bit like this. And bring this down like this. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. So I'll try to scale it up like this. Then try to brighten the side of the navy blue over here like this. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. I'll just go ahead and smooth it in my property bar over here like this. So I have my smooth and I have it this way. Let me try to take a bit up like this. So what next I'm gonna do now is to bring in the resources I'm gonna be using for this church flyer. I've done over here in my page 3 like this. So I'll simply select this one that I have over here and hold on shift on my keyboard to make a selection of this one also. Then Ctrl X on my keyboard to cut it off. Now come over to your project, Ctrl V to paste it like this. Select this one that I have over here, right click and drag it to your project and release it at the same time. It's gonna pop up with this multiple option. I'll simply select the power clip inside option like this, then double click on your project to open it up, or better still, come over to this place where it says edit and open it up like this. I'll try to position this one over here like this. Select my transparency tool and blend this side of the image is my background like this. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and tick finish in this place where I have my finish. So I'll select it like this, hold on Alt on my keyboard to make a selection of your power clip background that you have inside your project, and head over to your tools bar, select your transparency to change the blending mode from normal to overlay like this. So I'll try to reduce the opacity a bit like this, and I think it's okay like that. So I'll simply select this one again and right click on it, then select, right click on it and drag it to your project. Select power clip option like this, double click on your project to open it up, then try to scale it up like this. Then Ctrl P down your keyboard to send it back off your page. So I'll simply go to this place where it says finish and finish it up like that. So I'll hold down Alt on my keyboard to make a selection of the overlay background that I power clip inside my project like this. So I'll head over to my tools bar and make a selection of my transparency tool. Now change the blending mode from normal to overlay, then try to reduce the opacity to about 80 or 70, better still, like this. So I'll just go ahead and blur it a bit over here in my effect, blur and Gaussian blur, and I have it this way. So what next I'm gonna do now, I think this my gradient is a little bit brighter, so let me try to reduce it a bit like this. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. So what next I'm gonna do now is to bring in the worship people that I have over here. Select it and drag it over to your project like this. scale it up. So I don't want this color of the shade to show on the image, so I'll simply desaturate the image. So I'll head over to my effects, my menu bar, come over to this place where it says adjust, down all the way down to where it says desaturate. So I have it like that. So I'll right click on it and select power clip inside. So I'll double click on it to open it up, then head over to my menu bar where I have my bitmap. I'll just go ahead and bitmap it like that. So I'll head over to my effect again, come over to this place where it says creative, then come over to this place where it says vignette like this, and I have it this way. So I'll take it like this, that's it, and position it over here like this. Yeah, so I'll come over to this place where it says finish again. So I will hold down Alt on my keyboard and make it select to hold down Alt on my keyboard, then click on your project to make a selection of your power clip worship people that I have inside my power clip project like this. Then change the blending mode from normal to overlay. To do that, I head over to my toolbar, select my transparency tool, then change the blending mode from normal to overlay like this. So I'll simply reduce the opacity like this. I think it's okay like this. So I'll position it over here like this. So what next I'm going to do now is to type in the worship experience. Worship experience. So I'll just kill it up like this. Double click on this side where I have my worship and hit enter on your keyboard. Control Q on your keyboard to break it apart. Then bring this one to this side. So scale this one up like this. Scale this one also up like this. And position it over here like this. I'll just try to position where I want it. So I'm going to apply a gradient to it. I'll press G on my keyboard to select the gradient tool, or come over to this place where you have your interactive filter and click on it to make a selection of it. So I'll simply drag it like this. Now select the side of the node over here, this box over here like this, to open it up like this. Then over here we have my R, I'll type in 200. At the G, I'll type in 144, and the B, I'll just type in 0 and hit enter. I'm going to simply copy this color code from this side, Ctrl C, so that I don't have to start typing this same figure that I typed in here to the other side. So I'll simply open up this color, this place where I have my whites, and change the color mode to RGB. Then I'll type in 255 over here, 255. And I'll type in 132 over here and hit enter. Now double click on this side, then bring it to this side, and double click on this side again to open it up. Now paste the color code that you copied earlier from this side of the gradient like this, and paste to this side. Ctrl V on the keyboard to paste it like this, and I have it this way. So what next I'm going to do now is to apply this same color that I apply to this worship and apply it to this other text that I have over here. So let me try to smooth it like this. So instead of going through the process that I went through during the first one that I did, I'll simply right click and drag it to this shape that I have over here, release it like this. Gonna pop up with this option. I'm gonna simply copy fill here like this, and have it applied to this worship like this. Do the same thing to the experience like that, and copy it here. So I'll try to scale this one down a bit over here like this, and position that beneath the shape like that. So I'll take off this O from this side and create a custom one like that. So I'll head over to my toolbar. Over here I have my ellipse tool, then draw a circle over here like this. So I'm gonna fill this circle with this same color that I applied to this worship. So I'll simply make a selection of the worship, then drag it to this circle like this, release it like this, gonna pop up with this option. So I'm gonna simply copy fill here like that, and I have it applied to this circle. I'll get rid of that line in my property bar where I have my outline pen tool. So I'm gonna simply tweak it where I want it. So I'll I hold down shift on my keyboard, then scale it down like this, and right click at the same time to duplicate it. Now hold down shift on your keyboard while selecting the last one that you duplicated. Select the other one, then come over to this place where it says back minus front in your property bar, and have it this way. So I'm gonna simply select this and position it like this. But that's still, let me try to bring this down a bit. So I'll make a selection of the one that I created, the custom circle. Hold down shift on your keyboard and select the shape like this. Then come over to this place in your property bar where it says trim. I'll just go ahead and trim it that way. Now I'll try to position this one over here like this, and have it this way. So I'll just simply go ahead and type in D inside the circle like that and position it over here. I'll just scale it down like this, scale it up rather like this. I apply the same color fill to this text like this. So I will select the circle and drag it to this DE. So I'm gonna release it at the same time. It's gonna pop up with this option. I'll simply copy fill here like that. So I'm just trying to position this one like this. Let me try to reduce the circle a bit. Then select this one and reduce it like this. Position it over here like this. Let me try to reduce the breathing space over here. Yeah, and I have it that way. So what next I'm gonna do now is to highlight it, then Ctrl G on my keyboard to group it like this. So I'll head over to my tools bar over here where I have my shadow over here. Click up the drop down arrow and select contour like this. So I'll simply apply an outside contour to it over here like this. This place where I have my outside contour, just apply it like this. So I'll hit Ctrl Q on my keyboard to break it apart. Then select the contour himself like this. Apply a outline to it. So I'll simply come over to this place where I have my colors. I'll right click on white, then set outline color like this. So I'm gonna simply increase the thickness in my property bar where I have my outline. I'll simply increase it to about 3. So what next I'm gonna do now is to break the contour apart from the outline that I apply to the contour. So to do that, I'll press Ctrl Shift Q on my keyboard to convert the outline himself to an object. So what that does is it automatically break the contour apart from the text and convert the outline to object. As you can see, if I try to bring in the contour like this, I have the contour apart and I also have the outline apart. So I'll simply get rid of the contour. Now this same contour, this same outline that I have over here, I'm gonna fill it with this color of my project, my worship like this. So right click on it, then drag it to this place where I have my outline and release it at the same time. I'm gonna pop up with this option. Just go ahead and select the copy fill option like this, and I have it that way. So I'll highlight it, then group it like this. Now I'm going to copy it like this, Ctrl C on my keyboard, then convert this one to black like this, then paste the one that you copied earlier, Ctrl V, then try to back it away a little bit from it. Try to back it away like this. Yeah, and now with that, I'm gonna simply apply a shadow to it like this. Yeah, and have it this way. So I'll highlight it and group it again. So what next I'm gonna do now is to bring in the images I'm gonna be using for this tutorial. I have them over here again. So I bring them over to my project like this, paste them over here, then right click on it, then select power clip like this, and I have it right inside my project. I'll highlight this side of the text and scale it down a bit. I'll try to position it over here. So I'll also copy the church name over with the logo, Ctrl C on my keyboard, come over to your project, Ctrl V to paste it like that. So I'll try to bring this down a bit like that. So what next I'm gonna do now is to bring in the address over with the featuring. Ctrl C on my keyboard, then come over to this place where you have your project, Ctrl V to paste them like that. I'll simply draw a narrow rectangle over here like this, just dragging and just draw a narrow one like this and extend it to this side. I'm gonna fill it with this navy blue, get rid of the outline here, property bar. So I'm gonna select my transparency tool and reduce the opacity of the line. So I'm gonna simply draw another rectangle and create it over here like this. Let me try to scale this down a bit. So I'm gonna create another one and fill it with this color like this, then get rid of that line in my pen tool like this, my outline pen tool. So I'll select this one like this, Ctrl P chopper to bring it to top of the one that I created earlier, then extend this one to this side and bring this one to this side like this. Now hold down shift on your keyboard to make a selection of the other rectangle that you drew. Now right click on it, then select power clip like this, and it is right inside your project. So I'll create another box over here like this, and change the color to navy blue, get rid of the outline like this. So I'm gonna change the color to this sky blue, this lighter blue like this. Okay, it is blue, not navy blue. So I'll bring it to this side. So I'll select my text tool over here like this, then type in this place where I have my arrow like this, and I'll head over to my tools bar. I'll head over to my property bar and changing the angle of rotation to 270 like this. Yeah, so I'm gonna change it to Montserrat and bring it to this side over here like this. Change the color to white, then Ctrl Q on my keyboard to convert it to curve. Select this side of the text and bring it to the side. Now double click on this side to create another node over here, then double click on this side to get rid of it, double click on this side to get rid of it like this. So I'll hold down shift on my keyboard while selecting this one, then make a selection of the small black box at the same time, then CE at the same time to centralize it like this. Then try to bring it to the side again and duplicate it. So I'm gonna simply bring in the pastor's name, this one over with this one like this, Ctrl C on my keyboard, then come over to your project, Ctrl V to paste it like this. So I'm gonna adjust this a bit, hold down Alt on your keyboard to make a selection of inside rectangle and bring it to this side like this. So I'll simply adjust this one also, do the same thing to this one and adjust it like this. Yeah, so what next I'm gonna do now is to bring in the ministry over here like this, Ctrl C on my keyboard, then come over to the place and press Ctrl V to paste it. Alright, so what next I'm gonna do now is to bring in the lens flare over with this snow effect that I have over here and bring it over here in my project. So I'll select the snow effect like this and right click on it and drag it to my project. Select the power clip option like this, double click on your project to open it up, then try to scale it down and position it over here, then Ctrl P down on your keyboard to send it to back of your page, and change the blending mode from normal to screen. So I'll just try to reduce the opacity to about 70 or 75 like that. Yeah, so I'll bring in the lens flare to this side. Yeah, so I'm gonna change the blending mode from normal to screen. To do that, I head over to my tools bar, make a selection of my transparency tool over here, then change the blending mode from normal to screen over here like this. So I'm going to blur it a bit. I do that by going over to my effects, where in my menu bar, then come over to this laser, it says blur, then Gaussian blur. Like this. So I'm just trying to scale it up like this. So I'll duplicate it and bring it to this side again, and right click and select power clip again and bring it to this side. Now hold on Alt on your keyboard to make a selection of the lens flare to power clip inside the project, then bring it to this side to make it look as if the lens flare effect is coming down from this side like this. I have to scale this one up like this. Yeah. Alright, so that's how I was able to achieve this church flyer. So in case you wanna use the same font that I use for this church flyer, I'm gonna simply explain it like this. The pastor's name, the font that I use for the pastor's name is called Montserrat. In case you wanna download it and use the same thing that I use, it is called Montserrat. All of this one over with the address, the featuring is called Montserrat. The main string is called Belgium, in case you wanna download it. And for the church name, I use Montserrat also. The church name is also called Montserrat. That is the font that I use for the church name. And over with the worship experience is called Montserrat Black over here like this, in case you wanna use the same thing that I use. So I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so as to be notified when I drop a new video. And please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.